How to fit a kitchen sink. Fitting a kitchen sink is not as hard as it looks if you follow these simple steps. You'll find a full list of tools and materials you'll need at the end of this video. Before you start, turn off the water in accordance with your water supply and heating system. We're going to be fitting a single bowl stainless steel sink. When handling the sink, be very careful as stainless steel sinks will have very sharp edges. Before you start, it's a good idea to take the doors off the units underneath the sink for better access. To cut the correct sized hole in the worktop, first remove the worktop and place it on a stable surface. Then, position the sink upside down in the required position. Check that the distances at the front and back are as required. With a standard sized worktop, a centered sink is normal. Also, check the sink is parallel at the edges. Then, using a pencil, draw a guideline around the edge of the sink. Then measure the width of the shelf on the sink. And transfer that measurement to the worktop inside the first line. Using a ruler, draw a straight line. This will form the lip that the sink actually rests on. Carefully move the worktop to a surface you can drill on. Then, drill guide holes inside the lines you have made in all four corners. And re-drill these holes using a drill with a 12mm bit. Be sure that your holes do not stray outside the inner lines as you drill. Cut out the area with a jigsaw, along the inside line, taking care not to cut through anything underneath the worktop. Support the worktop so that the cut area doesn't drop or splinter at the edge. Safety goggles and gloves should be worn when cutting with a jigsaw. When the cut area has been removed, treat the cut edges of the worktop by brushing with a water sealant and allow to dry as suggested in the manufacturer's instructions. Then, return the worktop, the right way round, to the cabinets. Be careful when moving the worktop, as it will be more fragile after cutting. It's best to move it on its side for extra strength and stability. Check the sink now fits. If there are struts underneath, cut them to fit using a jigsaw. Assemble the sink, tap and waste unit supplied as specified by the manufacturer. Be sure to read all guidelines carefully during assembly. Then stick the foam sealant strip provided along the inside edge of the sink. Then run a bead of silicone around the edge. Then clip the supplied fastenings to the side of the sink, using 2 on each side. Place the sink into the worktop and tighten the screws on the fastenings to secure the sink. Now place the worktop and sink onto the cabinets. Flexible connectors are the simplest way to connect the new taps with the existing supply pipes, as per manufacturer's instructions. You might consider placing isolation valves in the pipes, which will be useful if your stopcock isn't easily accessible. Then connect the waste pipes. Once this is done, turn on the water at the supply. Your new sink is now ready to use. Here is a list of tools you'll need to install your sink. And here's the materials you will need. And this is the safety equipment.